This is our review of Ladyville highlights and our activities for the year 2024. Every 26th of December, we normally look back on the works we have done, our accomplishments, our successes, and our plans for the new year. We want to start off with the first story we did in January, and that's baby Kevija. We met baby Kevija when she was only 8 days old and in need of a passport, in need of a special services that Belize does not provide. And we were able to help her get the passport in one day, and then she got her got money to pay for her visa in a week. In literally 1 week, baby Kevija was able to get all she need and travel to USA thanks to the efforts of World Pediatrics. Yes, Miss Candy and everyone there at World Pediatrics were very, very, very instrumental in helping baby Kevija to travel to USA and receive that special service that she needed. 2024 also introduced us to Jamir. He had a rare condition that led him in a coma, but that time and that experience has brought his family closer to God, because while he was in Merida Hospital and he get up, he says Jesus was in his room. He saw Jesus in his room and he came back to full vigor of health. He called me and said, "Come back for the walk. I don't need it anymore, sir. You can give it to somebody else." And even a YouTuber from the States came all the way in Belize because he saw Jamir's story on our page. So another proof of example that God is real in Jamir, who bounced back out of coma and is back healthy again now. Another incredible story is the husband and wife from Punta Gorda, Teal family. Their baby was born with a special condition that only America could solve. With the help of World Pediatrics, we were able to raise funds for them to get passports and to also pay for their visa so that the mother and the child could travel to Richmond, Virginia, where the baby received the special service. The baby needed surgery, and the baby came up after like about 4 weeks back to their home village in Punta Gorda. Baby is doing quite fine. The baby has grown. They came back. They need a special milk. As often as we can, we normally would ship the milk down for them on tropic air so that the baby can grow. The baby is doing good. The baby is doing great. And we give God the glory. And thanks to you, the donors, who made this possible for them, that their child could have got help. Our next story is about a young lady, Natasha, from Guinea Grass. Natasha is said to have, the villagers said, spirits, but we say maybe it's mental health. Anyhow, we were able to assist Natasha with prayers. We brought her down from Guinea Grass in the situation that she was, and with prayers, Natasha was able to bounce back excellent. She's now back with her kids, with her son, and we thank all the persons who supported Natasha during her time, especially the pastor, the Spanish pastor, who prayed for her and personally spent money for nerve and tonic blood for her, that she would have been able to get back to where she is. With her story, we can definitely see that love do make a difference in a person's life. Natasha has bounced back. Various prayers from you, the donors, supporters, and everyone who saw her story. Whatever it was, demonic spirits, whatever it is, the power of God chased it away from her life and gave back Natasha her sanity, and she's able to care for her child and go back to her village as a different person than when she came down to meet us from Guinea Grass. So again, we are proud to say that by God's grace and God's power, we witnessed another miracle whereby someone who was down and out, depressed, they say full of demons, God delivered her. Our next story is Tristan. This is a clip of when we first met Tristan. This morning, me and my friend Margaret, we met a 11-year-old boy with a huge tumor cyst on his neck, and we wanted to find out more, so we went to his mom And his mom said that this thing has been growing since June. And now this is where it is. I'm here with Tristan Pascasio. Tell me your name, Papa.
Tristan.
How old are you?
11 years old.
11 years old. And mommy will come to Tristan next.
I really don't know that exactly because you know we up and down of that stuff and June he have that on your neck and just took so much medication and no work, you know, paying alcohol now. And so much medication and still no work from June.
So when it start going grow something small?
Yes sir, I'm telling you small.
Bring your neck, Papa. Bring your neck, was it? So yeah, so it starts off as something small and then it get big.
And then it get bigger. And before it get big like that, I mean, have it up and down the hospital. And I would do that, give a medication for infection. And just never go down, just when it get bigger. Refer back again, and then they admit her in. They do x-rays, and they never know about this.
So that even the x-rays could have told her
what? Yeah, ultrasound never tell me about it. Then they want to see CT scan, but I found that like $600, so.
You didn't know what? You didn't never get to do the CT scan?
No, sir. And we have to do the actually, I'm $450, but they give me $350 because only that I have.
When the CEO of Karl Huschner Memorial Hospital saw this video, she reached out to me personally and she made some arrangements for them to go back to the hospital and to see another doctor who would then, you know, attend to Tristan. So we want to thank the CEO, Ms. Chandra Nisbet, all right, for all that she had done to make sure that Tristan would have received the best possible care, and he did. All right, he did. He was placed in the chemotherapy session. He received some chemo and eventually lost that thing from off his neck. And now he's back now on the road to recovery. So again, this would not have been possible without the help of Miss Chandra Nisbet, CEO of Karl Huschner Memorial Hospital. So we give her big thanks for what you have done for Tristan and for everybody else in 2024. Besides the CEO, we want to thank Dr. Jakob, who was Tristan's personal doctor while he received chemotherapy, and every other person at the institution who helped out them during their time, you know, the struggle to get this thing off this boy's neck. So again, big thanks to everyone at the hospital for what you had done. Tristan is now back on the road to recovery, and day by day we are seeing him put on weight, and he looks better now. Yesterday we saw him trying to make, you know, speech, get back his speech together. So God is good. God is good, guys. And his story is really an inspiring one, because this child fight to survive, fight to live. And he was determined that he would live. With the sincere prayers of everyone abroad and at home, Tristan is still doing great. We also got to say a big thanks to Miss Ella from Jude Belize Foundation in Miami, who paid for the personal doctor visits by Dr. Godinez to visit Tristan and also to do regular updates on him, as he is now getting better and doing far, far way better now with his personal doctor visit. Thanks to Miss Elda. Many people had thought that poor Tristan would have passed away, but he defied the odds. Tristan has certainly defied the odds and proved everybody wrong. That at the end of the day, God has the final say in what happens in an individual's life. So Tristan is doing excellent. He's bouncing back. The end of this month, we will be celebrating his birthday, also celebrating life. So congrats again, Tristan. We want to say a big up to Mr. Jose. We met him this year also. We provided him with funds that he was able to go and do his eye surgery in Merida. Then we want to big up the heroes who jumped into the canal to save that child. Unfortunately, the child died, but these guys were forever heroes in our hearts. Also, Mr. Zelaya, the bed sore specialist, still doing his work all over the city, all over the country. He goes as far as Toledo, Pomona, wherever the call is needed. and you request him, he'll be there to come and assist the best way he could in healing your wounds, especially the bed sores. All right, so Mr. Z continue to do a great job in 2024. We thank you, the donors, especially from New York City, Los Angeles, and everywhere else for your donations, because these donations is what we give to villages. 2024, Kieran turned 17 years old, and he had one of the most extraordinary birthday wishes. And I asked him what he wanted for his birthday, and Kieran said he wanted a horse. So we were able to put some funds together thanks to our kind donor, Mr. Kenny, and the young man who owned the horse in out west. He gave the horse free of cost. Mr. Kenny gave us the money to pay for it, to bring the horse down and give him this horse. And since he got his horse, a lot of other kids around the city have been saying, "Hey, Mr. Highlights, I want one horse too." All right, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. So happy birthday again, buddy, and enjoy. In 2024, we lost 2 of our patients who we used to assist with colostomy bags, and just because of not having that particular bag, they caught bad infection and eventually they died. And so we made an appeal that we need colostomy bags. A brother from New York City, all right, they came up and they supplied us with some colostomy bags. We got some from Los Angeles from another sister. But these bags are very, very, very much needed by people who depends on them. Children and all depends on these colostomy bags. Even baby Kevija is now receiving colostomy bags from us. The only thing is that the colostomy bags for the adults is a different size compared to the colostomy bags for young babies like baby Kevija. So if you want to send us some kids colostomy bags, that would be very, very good. And again, thanks to all who donate. We saw several losses for 2024. One such individual, Miss Alma, she was a 26-year-old mother of 4, and she had gone to Guatemala to help beat the fight with cancer, but unfortunately, she did not make it. So we really felt that one because we were hoping that she would have made it. We also lost Jessica. We used to supply Jessica with underpads and adult diapers. Then we had our friend from Ladyville, Paddy. All right, rest in peace, Paddy. And one of my family member, Aunt Sterling, she also had passed away as well. And then our good friend, Hiedi. All right, Hiedi had passed away, even though she was holding on, but she passed away. And then from Lord's Bank, we used to assist Miss Barbara Pollard. She also passed away. And most recently, Miss Diane, all right, she had passed away. Nicole is now in the hands of the government. And we lost Roxana early in February of 2024, and then Miss Diana also in 2024. We will call this the end of part 1, as in part 2, I'm currently working on part 2, whereby we'll be mentioning the positive impact of donors at home and abroad, and how together we can continue to be a blessing to our people in Belize and throughout the country of Belize for your donations that you give. So stay tuned for part 2 of Ladyville Highlights Review.